What's up, my pride? In today's video, I'll be showing you some drills to help improve your boxing footwork. If you want to look like Prime Lomachenko in the ring, this is what you gotta do. All you're gonna need for these drills is a point of reference. It could be the middle of this square box that we have here. I have this 5-pound weight that I'm gonna use. Place it right down the middle, and I'm gonna aim for the middle of the weight. That's my point of reference. Today, I'm gonna be showing you 5 drills to help improve your footwork. The first one we have is called shuffles. So you're gonna have one foot on the weight at a time, and you're just gonna alternate left, right, left, right, tapping it using the balls of your feet. I don't want your heels touching the ground at all. It should look something like this. Tap, 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 tap. Again, I'm aiming for the center of the weight, only using the balls of my feet. My heels aren't touching the ground. Light taps, light taps, light taps. As you get more comfortable with this movement and this becomes too easy, what I want you to do is start going around the weight in a circle, still keeping your hands up, moving from one side, do a full rotation, switch, go to the other side, boom, 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 tap, 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 tap. Another thing that you can incorporate into this drill to help improve your boxing is you can start adding punches with it. So let's say you step with your left foot, you're gonna throw your jab. Let's say you step with your right foot, you're gonna throw your cross. So every time you step on the weight, you're throwing a punch. Notice that whatever hand is not throwing the punch is coming back to my face, going the other way, tap, 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 tap. You're gonna go ahead and repeat any form of the shuffles that you want, either just the tapping in the circle, or tapping with the punches. You're gonna repeat that 3 times for 30 seconds. The second drill we have is called side-to-side lateral shifts. You're gonna start with one foot on the weight and the other one to the side. You're gonna be kind of in a deep squat, not super deep, but a nice comfortable squat, and you're just gonna shift your feet. The left one, your left foot is gonna go to the left side, and your right foot's gonna replace where your left one was. Like this in slow motion, just like that. But with these, again, your heels are off the ground, you're tapping it with the balls of your feet. Try to keep it light. What I like telling people is try to be as quiet as you can. Tap, tap. If you have lines on the floor like I do here, you could use them as a reference. So you should always want to stay in this line, right? Boom, my foot's on this side. Boom, it's on this side. I'm always staying on this line. My foot's not going over here. My foot's not going over here. Same thing on this side, right? I'm staying in this line. You're here, hands up, tap, 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 tap. Low squat. Again, not super low where you're burning your quads. You're here, nice comfortable position, tap, tap, tap. Again, you're gonna repeat this for three rounds of 30 seconds. The next drill I got for you guys is very simple. You could also replace the weight with just one of the boxes that you have in your local gym. You're gonna start with the weight in front of you, and you're only gonna be throwing your jab. That nice, straight, strong jab. And every time you throw it, you're gonna step into the middle of the weight. And bring it back. Bring it back. You're stepping with your toes pointed down, landing on the ball on your foot, jab, bring it back. These could be fast. Right? Or you could do it slow, focus on your technique. Stepping and jabbing at the same time, stepping and jabbing at the same time. If you're a beginner, that's a nice thing to start with. Finding your rhythm, finding your pace, and learning how to punch and step at the same time. As you get more comfortable with it, if you're a beginner, I want you to not look at the weight, not looking at where you're stepping, but look where you're punching. This is gonna really drill out your shoulders and your coordination with this drill. Again, 3 rounds, 30 seconds each. All right, you guys, this next drill is really gonna improve your footwork. It's gonna help with forward and backward motion. You're gonna start with your lead foot on the middle of the weight. Again, heel off the weight. You're gonna be in your stance. You're gonna step forward, and your lead foot should be in front of the weight, and your rear foot is gonna replace your lead foot on the weight, like that. So forward and then backwards, same thing. You're gonna step with your back foot first, boom, put your lead foot on the weight. So when you're going forward, you step with your lead foot, put your back foot on the weight. When you're going backwards, you start with your back foot, your lead foot ends back on the weight. When you're going forward, I want you to think of this. You're gonna push off your rear foot and step simultaneously with your lead foot. So you're gonna be here, right? You're gonna push off your rear foot and step with this one simultaneously. Push, step, this one replaces it. And again, going backwards, now you're gonna push off your lead foot and step with your rear foot, boom, simultaneously. These can be fast as long as you get your form down. You should be here, step, 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 step. To really maximize the results of this drill, try not looking at the weight and your feet as for where you're stepping to get a reference. Try looking up. Try not looking at your feet, making it second nature. Step, 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 step. If you want, if you're more advanced, you can throw in pivots every now and then. So let's say I'm facing this way. I do a couple of sets this way, boom, boom, and then I go here, pivot, forward, back, back. Again, you're gonna do this for 3 rounds, 30 seconds. The last drill I have for you guys is a little bit of a cool down. Very basic, but very, very important. You're gonna just circle around the weight to your right side. So you're gonna be making a circle to the right, and that's it. But the mental note I want you guys to keep track of is to keep your lead foot pointed at the weight the whole time, right? I'm not going like this, walking out in a circle. I'm here, left foot, boom, boom. My lead foot is always gonna stay pointed at the weight, no matter how far I am, no matter how close I am, boom, boom. Another mental cue for you guys to know is whatever direction you want to move in is the foot you're gonna step with. If I wanna move to my right, let's say just down the line, I'm gonna start with my right foot. Step, step, follow with that one. If I wanna go to the left, I'm gonna start with my left foot. Step, step. Same thing with going forward and backwards. Let's say I wanna go forwards, I'm gonna start with my lead foot. Step, step. But again, I'm pushing off the rear. Step, step. If I wanna go backwards, I'm gonna start with my back foot, push off the lead, step, 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 step. So same thing with this drill here. Lead foot is always gonna be pointed at the weight. I'm stepping with my back foot and pushing off my left. Boom, boom. Left foot is always gonna be pointed at the weight. You're gonna wanna circle more to the right than to the left because this, when you're fighting against an orthodox fighter or right-handed fighter, you wanna be moving away from the right hand. Let's say there was someone here, right, and he's moving to his left, he's walking right into my strong hand, my dominant hand. But if he's moving to his right, he's getting away from this one and to my weaker side. So for this drill, you could start doing 3 rounds, 30 seconds to the right, and in the rare case that you're fighting a southpaw, a left-handed fighter, you want to avoid their left hand. You can do the same thing, moving to the left now. My lead foot is still pointed at the weight, step, step, step. When you're moving to the left, your footing is a little different. You're gonna push off with your rear foot and step with your lead foot, boom, boom. Left, right, left, right, left, right. As time goes on and you become more comfortable with this motion and you can move in a circle without thinking about it, I want you to start adding the jab. Let's say you're going to the right. I want you to throw your jab as you step with your right foot. Follow with the left. Follow with the left. I'm not stepping, punching, stepping, punching. I'm punching as I'm stepping with that first step, with my rear foot. Right, same thing when you're going to the left. When you step with your left foot or your lead foot, you're gonna throw your jab. Your lead foot should always be pointing to the weight. No matter what direction you're going. Again, 3 rounds, 30 seconds. You can start by doing 3 rounds to the right and then 3 rounds to the left, or alternate. Again, you're gonna fight more orthodox fighters than southpaws. Just a thing to keep in mind. And that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys, I'm just kidding. I have a bonus drill for you guys. It's a little bit more advanced. I'll be honest, I have trouble with it. But angles and footwork are not my strong suit, but hey, that's why I'm working on them. So what you're gonna do is the first drill, the shuffles, right? Like this, tap, 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 tap. But now you're gonna add a pivot in between. So what I like doing is I like counting, or you could do it when it feels natural to you. I find it better for me to count and kind of randomize it. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna be in your shuffles, right? Boom, boom, boom. And whenever your lead foot is on the weight, you're gonna pivot to the side. I like pivoting to the right. So tap, 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 tap right here. I'm gonna swing my right foot to the right or my rear foot to the right. Boom, back to shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right here. Switch. Boom, 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 switch. Boom, 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 switch. Boom, 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 switch. Right? Whenever your lead foot is on, you're gonna rotate to the right. Now you can do the same thing and really switch up your angles by whenever your rear foot is on, you're gonna pivot to the left. You're gonna catch that left angle. So this is the right one, tap, 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 lead foot on, right? Now I'm gonna start with my rear foot on the weight, pivot to the left. My left foot swings around, right here, tap, boom, 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 tap, boom, boom, boom. This is really helpful to see the giant square that I'm in, because you can see the lines of the angles that you need to cut. So right here, I'm right down the middle of this line. The next angle I have to cut is that side. Tap, 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 tap. Next angle is right here. Boom. I go back to the original angle. Messed up my foot in there, we don't talk about it. Back to where I started, right here. Tap, 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 tap. Woo, yeah, those burn, those suck. You really gotta swing your rear foot, right here, let's see. You swing it around to get that footing on that line, back to the shuffles. Right here, swing that foot around, back, oh crap. Back to that line, and back to the shuffles. Woo! Those are some 6 easy drills to do to improve your footwork. Yeah, I worked up a sweat, I am dying. Well, there you guys have it. Those were 6 highly effective footwork drills that you can practice before your training or after your training to help improve your footwork, get those angles, which is really important nowadays in the sport of boxing, right? We gotta pick up the pace, gotta keep them guessing, keep them moving, keep your head moving, and it all starts with the legs, it all starts with the feet. So I hope you guys enjoyed those drills. If you guys did, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I need to start running.